Yashmi, here are the two scenarios. And one scenario is that nothing really happens in terms of as far as the Europeans are concerned. And, the pressure mounts on Tehran, and Tehran decides that it pulls back from the JCPOA. The other scenario could be that before it pulls back from JCPOA, it nips the essential problem, and that is the NPT itself, which has a withdrawal clause. And so Iran says everything that is being done to us is with reference to the Non-Proliferation Treaty, and therefore we are invoking this withdrawal clause, we're getting out of the NPT, and once we've gotten out of the NPT, JCPOA does not exist anymore, period. So I know these are worst case scenarios, but well, things could reach that point.
Well, let me give you the overall picture here. Either the European Union would take action in the next 2 months in order to improve the situation, or not. Apparently, they have issued a statement today saying that they would discuss it on Monday, but they would not regard this 2-month-long deadline from the side of Iran, and they are not intimidated. Okay, fine. If they take action in support of the deal, on the ground, then Iran would resume these two halted obligations as before. And I don't think that they are going to show any kind of harsh reaction towards Iran in the next 2 months for these two obligations that Iran halted, because they were already under a ban from the United States anyway. But after these 2 months, if they don't take any action, surely Iran would go modifying all its undertakings one by one until nothing but a shell would remain from the JCPOA. Therefore, the European Union would not tolerate that, and they would reimpose sanctions either after these 2 months or in a year from now. Now, the next move would be retreating from the NPT. Also, Iran has lots of instruments to respond. I can count for days. For example, Iran could increase the purity level of its uranium enrichment to 90%, 60% or 90%. Then in other areas, in addition to the nuclear area, Iran could do a lot. For example, Iran could declare a decision that it would increase the range of its ballistic missiles over 2,000 kilometers. Iran could start manufacturing ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, in missile area. Iran has allies and friends in all the region that could make life harder, very harder, for the United States and its allies. Also, Iran could exercise strict checks and inspections in the Strait of Hormuz, especially against Saudi and UAE vessels, trade cargoes, and oil tankers.
That is why the U.S. is deploying a carrier strike group in the Gulf, precisely in response to what they say is Iranian provocation in the Strait of Hormuz.
There is a reason. There are two reasons that they've done so. Apparently, they've done that in order to intimidate Tehran. That would require separate, discussion. If we have time, I would explain about that. But another reason is avoiding or blocking any effort by Tehran to shut down the Strait of Hormuz. That's the last resort option. Iran is not going to do that anytime soon. At least at the beginning, it would exercise strict checks and inspections. It would not shut it down, because if it shuts it down, then energy consumers, everyone would have some complaints.